And as Welsh mentioned earlier about All-Star games, today's Tuesday, and we promised you Tuesday we'd be voting here for our Fantasy All-Stars live on the program. So I've got my whiteboard. If Welsh and I disagree, it goes to you, the Peanuts and the Cracker Jacks, as a poll. So we want you to get that. Also, shout out to Lee Gold, who just resubscribed here. So we appreciate you subscribing. Again, if you're watching here, subscribe with your Amazon Prime. That way you get rid of those stupid commercials. Nobody likes commercials except Kaiser Trex. Those commercials are awesome. All right, Welsh. So let's start at catcher, shall we? I think this is easy. Somebody asked, is it the best guy that in terms of return on ADP investment? They might be right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Reveal.
Well, yours is a reveal. Mine
is the slow burn.
Slow burn.
Cal. So Cal Raleigh. That's
Spell
pretty
his name
easy. Right? I hope so. CAL. That's pretty. Not Cali.
Big dumper.
He's the
is
least
what I should
valuable player.
When you select Cal Raleigh, just please show your ass. That's the only thing that we want to see. Please show your butt.
Okay, here's a question. If Cal Raleigh hits 50 home runs as a catcher, are we not giving him MVP? Like, I think he's got to win it, right? 50 home runs as a catcher?
100% not. Shohei Ohtani's still in this league.
No.
Or I'm sorry, Aaron Judge, and Ohtani. Just Ohtani's presence in there doesn't let him.
So what if Aaron Judge has 47 home runs and Cal Raleigh has 50?
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that. But if Judge keeps pace,
all right. What's the Judge pace right now?
I don't know. I'd have to. Let me look.
So let's go to first base here.
Real quick, is there any other player in baseball that is named after a body part, like that has a nickname, like
what?
He's the big dumper. Like his nickname, he's belovedly known for his big butt, and everybody accepts it, and it's a big thing. Is there anybody else with like a body part nickname out there?
I gotta go look. I do miss the days of good nicknames though, like Oil Can Boy.
Oh, yeah. I opened us up for that.
There you go.
Apologies.
Big units one.
Yep. I apologize. Right? That's my bad.
Yeah,
I opened us up.
And you wonder why we get that 18 or over thing. All right, first base. All right, fantasy MVP. We're gonna reveal in 1, 2, 3. You should start yours earlier because yours. There you go, Pete Alonso, 2 for 2.
There was nobody else I thought that really warranted that. Like I think there's a couple. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I thought second, short, and third were a lot tougher because there's different ways to justify. Because remember, this doesn't have to be the number one performer at that position because we're talking fantasy all-stars. So I think you're also equating like where they were drafted into the overall production with it. And those were the two easiest, I think, maybe of this entire thing was catcher and first. So no disagreements. This might open up the disagreement here. We can all see you writing too. I wonder what you're writing. So remember, if we have a disagreement, you guys get to choose.
Why do you assume it's a disagreement? I don't understand.
No, I was looking at your writing. I was saying if we disagree, people get to choose. I was just looking at your.
Yes.
You're very swoopy with your writing.
Yes. Well, I'm trying. Mine's more of a visual right now. That I'm doing. Okay. Are you ready?
I don't think we're going to agree on this one. I'm going to take a guess. Right, I think this will be different.
3,
all right.
2, 1. Oh, we are disagreeing. I drew a kettle.
I like that. Oh yeah, that's a very good. You're a very good artist there, Joe. I did not go with Ketel Marte because of the significant.
You just hate the Diamondbacks and you hate.
Yeah, because I hate the Diamondbacks. He's next, by the way. So we have to get a poll going here.
Polls up.
Simply because he missed significant time. He's had some good fantasy output, but Brandon Lau has 15 homers with a 264 average. Playing 20 more games than him, RBIs runs through the roof. I think Brandon Lau has actually been fantastic. He qualifies at second base as far as the stats go. So Ketel Marte is the bigger, sexier name. But think from fantasy, the value on Brandon Lau versus Ketel and the missed time for Ketel, Brandon Lau's the guy.
I'll tell you what, I'll take the quality over the quantity. 20 less games. He's got 1 less home run. He has 70 points on him in batting average, Ketel Marte does. His OBP is almost 100 points higher. His OPS, 1,017. Brandon Lau's is 775. It's Marte and it's not close.
I love Ketel Marte. I think it's justified.
I'm the guy making the case for Marte here. What?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I pushed against it because Ketel Marte's missed time, and you had to change the qualifications because he doesn't have enough games. He's been awesome, but that eliminated him for me. So we've got the vote. Are we going to wait for the vote on each one
No,
and then
we'll come back
or?
to it. Let's press on. We'll come back to it. We'll give the people time to vote. All right, we're going to go to third base now. You vote for Brandon Lau. You vote for Ketel Marte, which way you want to go. Third base here, a lot of options. I'm going
a lot of options.
I'm going J-Ram. I want the power. I want the speed. Where are you going? Oh, look at this.
But I originally was going to put Maikel Garcia on this thinking of value, and I put a little nod to him because Maikel Garcia has been absolutely phenomenal this season. For the price of $3.99, he has put up like an 85%, maybe 90% Jose Ramirez season. Jose Ramirez, he's a guy, 323 is ridiculous, 13 homers, 20 stolen bases, 43 runs, 36 RBI. That's awesome. Maikel Garcia, 5 less homers, 3 less stolen bases, only 10 points in batting average less, the same RBIs and a few less runs. Ramirez is still the guy. You played a first-round pick, but I just want to shout out Maikel Garcia. He would be my first runner-up at this position because absolutely free and 5th in WAR of qualified third baseman. So I thought he deserved that one. Eugenio was also, I think, in the discussion with the homers, but, all my friends are dead, so no Diamondbacks. I have 0 Diamondbacks. I'm giving away a hint here. 0 Diamondbacks making this fantasy all-star game. So we agree, Jose Ramirez. Shortstop. I know what you did because you took so long and you're trying to do like fun art. I know exactly who this is.
It did. It's Ellie de la Cruz on a cruise ship. That's what it is.
I also put Ellie, didn't feel like spelling it. Shout out to Jeremy Pena, who deserves it. I think he's 4th in WAR in all of baseball. Also almost a free fantasy guy. Had Ellie performed a little bit less, I think Jeremy Pena, due to like his low cost, would have probably justified it. He's number 1 in WAR at shortstop. He has 11 homers, 15 stolen bases, a 326 average, 47 runs, and 40 RBI. But Ellie beats him in homers, runs, RBI, stolen bases. I think he's like the top at his category in 4 of the 5 major fantasy. So it is clearly Ellie across anybody. But that was another one where I just put a little asterisk to Jeremy Pena. So we only have one disagreement so far, Joey.
I'm not super surprised. I'm not like completely shocked about the surprises. Now, this is going to be all over because there's so many to choose from, right? So this is going to be a little bit trickier.
So pick 3.
Obvious. All right.
Pick 3 because I wrote all 3 on my card. Let's see your 3, or I can reveal my 3 after you're done writing, and then let's see what those 3 are. Are you ready?
All right. Mine is 1 obvious, and then the 2 that are just undeniable values. So are you right?
I have all 3 written on one card.
I will show you mine first, and then you can show me yours. Judge. Obviously. Then PCA. You got to say PCA. You have to. I mean, I don't care whatever impending doom the splits say in terms of he can't left-handed pitching. He's already giving you 20-20. You got to take that. And James Wood, one of my favorite guys going into the season. James Wood has been terrific. He's had almost no help, too. Dylan Cruz is useless, right? He got sent down. Like, forget it. Like, James Wood has been a one-man wrecking crew in a tough division. I love it. Give me this outfield. Welsh, who's your fantasy all-stars and the outfield? Are we... Oh my God, they're the same
one. The exact same. And did I write it in the same? We wrote it in the same order too. Judge, Pete Crow, and then James Wood. I agree. The word undeniable is a really good thing to say in here. I didn't really have that much more of a tough decision with this. I know, like, if you're talking the all value team, I think Andy Pajes.
That. I think it's more than just. I mean. Sure, there's definitely got Byron Buxton, right? I mean, a guy who's been terrific. Like
all value team, Pajes, Buxton, and then let's say who would be our 3rd on the all value team? I'm looking at everybody.
Value teams. I mean, you want in terms of like power and speed combined.
Well, just like
too, because Tatis is having a great season, Kyle Tucker's having a great season, but I had to go the other way. But in terms of value at outfield. That's really interesting. I mean, the highest OPS is Pajes at 842 that I would say is a huge value. Helio Ramos would be the other kind of unsung hero, hitting 285 with an 835 OPS, 13 homers, 43 RBI. He could have been in that conversation as well.
Yeah, I'm looking. I just don't. Joe Adell maybe at this point, but his average is so low. I gotta be honest with you. I'm looking through this. I don't see an undeniable. The first 2, I think Pajes and Buxton are the clear value guys that you would throw in here. Maybe the next is Soderstrom because he now qualifies, but there's not another one. But yeah, Judge, Pete Crow, and James Wood, the clear front runners for this for me.
All right. Next up here, the pitchers. Now, I think we're all going to have the same one here. And this is hard because
I have both of my starting pitchers on one card here.
All right. Now, some pitchers, they give you strikeouts. They don't give you wins. Some give you wins, not strikeouts. Like, it's been all over the place. So I tried to go with the guys that I thought give me the best of everything across the board. That was my thinking. What was your thought process with the pitchers?
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't even have to dance around it. It's Tarik, Skubal, and somebody else.
Yes.
Like, Tarik, Skubal is
somebody else for me is Brandon Webb this year.
Okay.
Because return on investment, you look at what he's done. He's got 7 wins on the year. He has a 2.49 ERA, a 1.12 WHIP. He's got 114 strikeouts. That's tied with Chris Sale. It's tied with Rodon. It's only 3 behind Skubal. Like, if you're just looking blindly at the numbers, Skubal has a 2.06 ERA. Logan Webb has a 2.49 ERA. And, as much as I love Mackenzie Gore with all the strikeouts, he is 3-7 on the Nats, and he's got a 3.19 ERA. Yeah. That's significantly higher than Webb or Skubal, and I had to go that route, Welsh. I just had to.
It's not a bad choice. I
and
definitely
cheaper than Wheeler. He was cheaper than Wheeler going into the year.
I looked at him. The guy I almost put on it, and then I actually erased, was I had Tarik Skubal, and I had put Max Fried. But then I changed it out for what I think is the clear-cut number 2, and his name got a little washed, so maybe that's bad luck here. Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown.
I did that too.
8 wins, has as many wins as Tarik Skubal, has an almost 11 K per 9, and has a 1.88 ERA. So the wins are there. The ERA is better than any of these guys. The strikeouts are there. He's the whole total package. I mean, the walks per 9 are a little bit higher than most of the guys, above him. He's 10th in WAR in baseball, but credit Logan Webb is 3rd in baseball. So that's going to be a good vote. Hunter Brown versus Logan Webb. We both put Tarik Skubal in here. That leads us to our reliever, and then we will check out the poll results of really only 2 so far that we're battling.
All right. I got my reliever here. We're drinking the Haterade right here. Gonna pour some out. Ooh, it's delicious. Oh, I poured it the wrong way. There it is, Hater. Oh,
you just poured it on yourself.
Well, I did. I spilled a little, but that's all right. I'll go get a towel after. But it's Hater for me, for sure. Josh Hader, a 1.83 ERA, 19 saves in 19 tries, 0 blown saves, 53 strikeouts, 7 walks, a .76 WHIP. I don't look. I think you're gonna say Munoz, but Hader's been better. Let's see what you say. Of course, he said
Munoz. Of course, I'm going to say Andres Munoz, by the way, because he has an even better ERA. He has 18 saves, which is like right behind I think, what does Josh Hader have? 19? I think the leader is 22. Shout out to Carlos Estevez, by the way, who we're leaving on the table, who leads the league in saves. But Josh Hader has 19. Munoz has 18. Hader has a 1.83 ERA, which is awesome. Munoz has a 1.26 ERA. Hader does have more strikeouts and has more wins. I don't think yours is a bad pick. I'm going with Munoz, who's been consistent all year long. But now we got some voting. So we've got Munoz versus Hader. We've got Webb versus Hunter Brown. And we've got Marte versus Lau. And it looks like we've got 2 of the votes already in.
Marte has won the second base vote overwhelmingly, 70%.
I get it.
So
I get that one.
I get the case you were making for Brandon Lau. And
I don't get the next one here, but I get the Marte one. I'll give you that.
And Webb wins with 67%. Look,
yeah, I think that's crazy.
I will say this. Looking at the closer thing too, as we wait for those poll results to come in here. It's so interesting because once again, I am late closer, late round QB. I'm late round CP, baby. Just give me all the late round closers I can get or guys off the waiver.
Munoz also later than Hader.
Yeah, just fine. Estevez, cheap. Right, he's number 1. Kyle Finnegan, free. Emilio Pagan, waiver wire. Jeff Hoffman, free. Trevor McGill, free. Kenley Jansen, free. Just going through here. Aroldis Chapman off the waiver wire. Those were the guys in the top 15. That was about 6 guys right there that I just named. Almost half of them leading the league in saves that you could have had for nothing. So once again, look, I know some guys are special. Hader's special. Not a lot of them. And Clase was supposed to be special, but he has been the wrong kind of special this year. But this was really fun here. Munoz and Hader is the last one. We love to hear from all of you.
Well, it also looks like there's a little update. There were 2 starting pitcher polls by accident, and Brown won the second one with 73%. So we have shenanigans going on.
Let's take them all. We'll have Skubal as the guy, and then we'll have Brown from the American League and Webb from the National League. We have a big enough tent here at Fantasy Pros MLB to take everybody.
Shenanigans.
But shenanigans here. And also,
Okay,
Munoz
boy.
wins the closer poll, 58%. So there you go. So you won one, I won one, and everybody won the pitching one.
We put 3 pitching polls of the same one out. So
that's fine. So
great artwork, by the way. Great artwork by you.
I try. This was a good time. Make sure you drop your comments below. Tell us who your all-stars in fantasy are. And, of course, subscribe to the Fantasy Bros MLB channel. Don't forget to do that. And we like to hear this conversation. Is it Webb? Is it Brown? Who's the best closer in fantasy right now in terms of your return on investment? We'd love to hear from you. Drop your comments and subscribe to the channel today.